And at the same juncture, I would like to express my views over a term. Let me familiarize you with that term firstly. That term, the topic that names the advantages of roaming or wandering or walking or loitering round the terrace or the roof. Okay, and in addition to, you can also say this that the merits or the pros of roaming or wandering or loitering around the terrace. That's the fact. Furthermore, you know what? Here is no follower even yet. Shake it off. Okay, very firstly, as a matter of fact, you know what? I'm quite much fond of walking on the terrace. I can't dwell, I can't live without walking on the terrace. That's the fact. You know what? As a matter of fact, walking that is quite good, that is quite crucial, essential, and beneficial for our heart. In addition to walking, that is quite much beneficial and significant for our wholesome body organs. That's the hidden fact, disguised fact. In addition to, due to walking, you know what? As a matter of fact, you know what? We can increase our height. Even we can decline the extra fat, the obesity, the stoutness, even the excessive stomach fat, tummy fat, you can say this. In addition to, you know what, the skin diseases, they can also go away due to walking on the regular basis. So it would be quite much good that 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 walking, and in addition to, it would be quite as beneficial to do walking or to walk. Okay, and in addition to, you know what, as a matter of fact, I'm foolish. I'm silly as I chose the topic different. Really, the topic of live streaming, that is the advantages of talking to yourself. And I have spoken about the advantages of walking on the roof and the advantages of walking. Really, I forgot about the topic. I just commenced talking about the roof, walking, and so on. Let it be. Let me disclose the advantages of talking to yourself. Let me come on the topic. Let me come on the point. Okay? Sorry for this, really. I just forgot about the topic, really. As I was just completely lost in the world of walking and in the world of roaming on the terrace, and so I just forgot about the topic, really. Okay, for 3 minutes I used to talk about my own world. Okay, and right away I should try to come on the topic. Okay, let's get the ball rolling on the topic which named the advantages of talking to yourself. Okay, you know what, very firstly, earlier I said this that I'm foolish. You know what, there are some of the alternatives of the word named foolish. The very first one is dusty, second is insane, raving, bereft, mentally ill, mentally sick as well. Okay, let it be. Let me begin with the topic firstly. Okay, you know what, according to me, generally people, they consider that if someone is talking to oneself, to himself or herself, okay, so people, they consider this that that guy is out of mind or not on the normal self or not conscious, it might unconscious, and even that guy has lost the mind, and that guy is completely testy and mentally ill and mentally sick. Okay, according to me, as a matter of fact, the thing is that you know what, according to me, it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, it doesn't matter that if someone is talking to oneself, to himself or herself, so it means that he or she is mad or dusty. It's the wrong thing to consider them the dusty guy, the mentally ill guy. As a matter of fact, you know what, talking to oneself, not only it helps to decline the tension, but also it is quite much beneficial and crucial and helpful for just assuring yourself that that you are loving yourself, and you are supporting yourself, you are along with you. And even due to this, you know what, all the worries, all the tensions of the world, of the household chores, or of the job, or of the spouses, that goes away really. One should try the level best to talk to oneself. In addition to, you know what, one should try the level best to whisper something. Even if I would like to talk to myself with a high pitch, or in the high pitch, so people would consider me the mad guy, the testy one, and so due to which I prefer many times to talk to myself with a low voice, in the low pitch, or even to whisper, or to murmur, or to mutter. That's the fact. In addition to, you know what, as a matter of fact, I just adore talking to myself on the regular basis. I go on the terrace every day. Really. I go to the terrace in the evening time, at the night time after dinner and supper, and even in the morning time as well, for walking purposes. And so there I talk to myself, I wish to myself, so that the walls, they would be unable to understand me, to fathom me, or to listen to me cautiously, carefully, and keenly, thoroughly, and adequately. Even I just make sure that my pitch, that should be low, so that the other people or my neighbors, they would be unable to fathom me. That's the fact. And furthermore, you know what, as a matter of fact, the thing is that at the last day, while I was coming live on YouTube, so one of my followers, he felt crestfallen as he got no notification of I was coming live. He got no notification from my channel due to network error, and so due to which he asked me that, sister, could you please do the live streaming, as I'm fond of listening to you and I wanna just join you while you would come live. So please try to come live, please. But at a time I retired too bad, and so I got aware about his request. If I would had get to know, so I would had come live really. Even I was having some amount of data, like especially 103 MB data, so I could come live for a specific moment of time, like up to for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. That's the fact. Even the data saving mode, that is on, and so I can come live for over time with a less amount of data. That's the reality. That's a good fact, hidden fact as well, disguised fact as well. And furthermore, today I just brood over that he hasn't yet got the notification. That's the reality. Okay, even let me familiarize you with something which is related to me, to myself. The hidden fact is that one day, you know what? One day I was just walking on the road, and there I used to talk to myself. Even the voice, the pitch, that was low, and so I could listen to myself, merely I could understand myself and fathom myself. And even there was a woman who passed by me, and she heard something as I was whispering, I was muttering and murmuring something to me, to myself, so as to decline the tension. And she heard, even she consulted me as well, and she heard whatever I was saying. And so then she asked me that, have you said something to me? And then I denied her, and then she went away. She used to go away. And then I used to promise myself, I used to vow to myself that henceforth I would not try to talk to myself on the road. And you know what, thereafter I just stopped talking to myself. But then I realized this, that it declines the tension. I personally observed this sort of thing really. If you would try to do that one really, you would tend to enable to observe this, that talking to yourself would help you completely to decline the tension of the day-to-day life really. Tension, stress, and depression, you can say this, or anxiety, the greater amount of tensions, the largest amount of tension, that is depression. Tension, that is the largest no, depression, that is the largest form of tension, you can say this. Okay. And furthermore, you know what, as a matter of fact, the thing is that while I was walking on the road, so then she heard me, and so then I promised myself, I vowed myself that henceforth I would not try to talk to myself. But then my tensions, they used to go up. My stress, that used to go quite much high, that used to reach the apex, that used to increase and increase day by day, and in addition to that used to uplift as well. And so then with a stroke of genius, I just further decided that to talk to myself, and then I commenced talking to myself. And furthermore, you know what? Now I talk to myself on the terrace, and especially at the time whenever I just feel alone, and I just, especially when I when I come alone on the terrace, or when I locate or I situate on the terrace alone. Okay, or even when I live on the terrace alone, or when I dwell on the terrace alone. Okay, even whenever I see that my neighbors, they aren't on their terrace, even whenever I see that my siblings, they aren't along with me on the same terrace, so then I just decide to talk to myself. Even I talk to myself every time, every single minute. Even I think, and indeed, I just think in the washroom as well. I think while feeding myself. I think while taking a lovely bath. This is the continuous process. Thinking that is the continuous process, no one can't avoid this. It's the reality. It can be bitter to those who takes tension. It can be good to those who are leading a good life, a happy life. So the good thinking that would help them to be more and more positive as compared to usual before. That's the fact. And furthermore, you know what? Let me say something, which is that while I just talk to myself on the terrace, so I drink the water as well in the my test, so as to hydrate myself, as being hydrated or be hydrated, that is mandatory, that is compulsory. That's the fact. And so I just hydrate myself on the regular basis. Furthermore, my elder sister, she commented on one of her latest videos that finally eventually came on that topic which you adore quite much. And then one of my followers, one of my chasers and pursuers and emulators, used to just discover one of the errors over there. The error that was this, that my elder sister, she used came instead of come, and she used to just relate the error. And in addition to, while he was explaining about the error, so he too himself used to do the grammatical mistake. By saying this, even by putting down this, that there is a grammatical mistakes. Instead of saying this, that there are grammatical mistakes, or there is a grammatical mistake, if the grammatical mistake is merely one, or if the grammatical mistake is in multiples or in plural, so one should try to say this, that there are grammatical mistakes. He himself used to commit the grammatical mistakes, and he got unaware of the fact, and so today I decided to explain that one, but he isn't present over here in the live streaming of mine. Okay.